Hey guys, thought I'd do a review on my chest rig. First time doing a review, so if I do anything out of that's wrong, please forgive me and open the criticisms. I'm running the Twinneedle chest rig. I've had this for about a year now, and I'll tell you what, I really love it. There's a number of reasons I think it's a great rig, and I'll get into those. But so this is the Twinnneedle Bino rig and harness system. Again, the reasons I like it. Okay, it's light, it's well made, robust, and it fits tight to the chest. And I don't like, I'm not a big fan of stuff hanging too much off, so I like the fact that it's quite tight to the chest. Fits good. I'm running 10 by 42 binos. It fits them really well, and there's room in there. There's enough room in there to absorb a slightly bigger set as well, I think. I quite often have my rangefinder in it as well. Because it's just easier than carrying on my belt rig sometimes. I am going to do a couple of modifications to it, and I've actually just recently ordered the additional pouches to go on it, that go on the side. As you can see from the makeup, it's fully mollied on the back, so you can, even if you wanted to attach it straight to some kind of rig if you had it on there. Molly on the sides for additional pouches, which I just talked about. I'm going to buy some. Now the retention system on this is pretty good. Okay, it's got two zips, left and right, as you can see here, left and right. Okay, so I usually have those open when I'm actually in the field and in areas that I'm glassing, and it's held with a magnet retention. I have noticed one thing with the magnet retention system is that if it's not quite seated properly and you lean over, it can flop forward. I'm not sure if that's potentially due to the way the magnet's put in there. Maybe it's not quite strong enough, and I've actually sent them an email and said, guys, great kit, however, maybe look at your magnet retention. It needs to potentially be a little stronger. Just take the weight, because it can, if you lean forward, it can flop if it's not quite seated correctly. That's seated correctly now and it will take the weight. But if you do close it, say if you've been glassing on the hill and you close it, you're going to move off to a new spot and it doesn't quite sit right, and you lean forward, it'll flop open. And it's happened to me a couple of times. Luckily, I've been alert to it. Inside the pouch itself, oh, that's my work phone. I'll just turn that off. Inside the pouch itself, you've got a small. Obviously, it's quite large on the inside, and it's got a. Can't really see it very clearly, but it's got a small mesh little hole all in there, probably designed for cleaning cloths and that sort of thing. You know, you could probably even put in a drop chart or something if you for that, if you wanted to, and you have it on your rifle. Like I said before, I'm going to get some pouches for the sides. I've got they do a specific rangefinder pouch, which I've just ordered, to go on the side and then take the rangefinder, which will be better, because I quite often have it sitting inside the unit. If you see here, cheers hunting and fishing for the loan of these binos while I'm on my way getting sorted. So that's 10 by 42s. Okay, there's still plenty of room at the top there, plenty of room in the guts as well, but it does hold it quite tight. Obviously, I'm just running a little Leopold 850 TBR rangefinder, and again, I quite often have that sitting in there like that, or if I'm doing more glassing, I'll have it on the bottom and the binos on top. Just easy than getting out of my belt order. And then when it's closed, guys, you know, it holds it quite well. You can see, like, it's not going to flop if it's closed properly. And then also you've got the additional benefit of the zips on the sides. To place it on, again, pretty easy. I like this system. It's quite a the actual retention system. Straps are quite good. Okay, so it sits in, clips around, standard setup really. But it sits real. These here, I've never had any problems with them cutting into me at all. And again, it sits real nice and tight to the chest, which I like. It doesn't flop around. Like I've worn this on a number of huts now. I wore it real handies quite a lot, obviously, because that's my hunting area. And I've taken it to the Carwiggers on Seeker hunt, wore it all day long, and I've worn it friggin' days on end when I went down south for the Tara, and no issues at all. Great bit of kit. Yeah. Chuck up any questions, but again, I recommend the kit. It's a good bit of kit, and it's New Zealand made as well, which is always a goodie. Cheers.